I think it was really important to get involved in this project because it gave me a chance to do something like this, and as far as I know this is the first time this problem's been tackled, because usually when mental health's talked about it's people older than myself. When it's not, mental health affects everyone.
I don't know what it was I was suffering from. I just felt very low all the time. I wasn't myself, and I started to feel like my life was spiralling out of control and I couldn't do anything to stop it, and I was always feeling very depressed.
The advert was created because statistically 1 in 10 young people will experience a mental health problem within their childhood. That's anything from depression, anxiety, even suicide. Now I see families like this on a regular basis, so it's real. These are real problems, these are real families.
My part in the advert was a girl who suffered from bulimia. When she was at school, she was a normal schoolgirl, but when she was at home, she kept making herself sick. I know someone that does that, and when I was playing that part, it made me realise that it's a very horrible thing to have.
Before doing this advert, I wasn't aware of how mental health did affect people. It doesn't just affect the person with mental health problems, it affects everyone around them. I mean, before I did this advert, I didn't know that suicide was the biggest killer of men under the age of 35.
The advert will benefit a lot of people because statistically 1 in 4 of us will experience a mental health problem in their lives. In terms of the viewers, somebody watching that advert, that's what it's going to relate to them. That 1 in 4 of them will experience these problems. That's who I want to help, that's who I want to target.
I think it's great making people aware of how mental health can affect children, because some of them get bullied for it and it's not their fault.
On the outside I must have looked normal or a little bit moody, but on the inside I was hurting all the time. I was starting to feel very insecure and panicky about everything, and I was starting to feel sick a lot as well, and I couldn't work out what was wrong with us.
It's really important to make people aware of people that have mental health problems.
Take a stand to me means breaking down the barriers that surround mental health and the stigma that's caused because of it, because people get unjustly bullied about mental health problems when there are people out there to help and they do want to help.
My part in the advert was to play a girl that self-harmed because she couldn't cope with everyday situations. And when we were busy shooting the advert, when I was tending to cut my wrists, it's just scary how it feels. Even when we were just having a little break, there was people on telly saying how they self-harmed, and it's just scary how big the problem is.
My part in the advert was I played a troubled teenager who felt like he had the weight of the world on his shoulders. His parents were always arguing and never gave him any time, and he had no one to talk to, and all of his emotions were building up inside.
Okay, and action!
The character I played was suffering from depression, and that's what I was suffering from before, so I thought it was very easy to step into her shoes and play her emotions based on what I felt like before.
I've heard people say, I know what you're going through. I'm not completely convinced that they do. I think we make a lot of assumptions. The reality of it is that people who experience mental health problems, whatever age, and it can be anything from being a young brother, a sister, your dad, your mum, a grandma, your best friend, we don't know what they're going through. Every single person is different.
My perception of mental health has changed because before doing this advert, I didn't realise what a problem mental health was and how it does affect real people. Unlike a broken leg where you can see it and treat it, mental health is inside, and unless you tell someone it's there, you've got to deal with it yourself and it'll just eat away at you.
From this advert, I hope that people in a similar situation to what I used to be in will talk about the problems, and the best way to do this is to find somebody who you trust and get the problems out in the open and solved, and you can do it together. I've seen the advert and it was very real to me, and I hope that anybody experiencing any problems will phone the helpline and get the problems over and done with.
Don't make assumptions. Know the facts.